they mention conspiracy, red flag. It doesn't mean there's never been conspiracies in the history of the world. Of course there have been. I'm just saying the likelihood of something being true when someone needs the conspiracy for it to be true is very low. What all conspiracy theories have in common is that the person already knows the outcome and they assemble the data trail until the data do not agree with the outcome they seek. If it doesn't agree, they still have to gap that somehow. And the way to do that is to say, it's a cover-up. It's a conspiracy. They're withholding this information. They're stopping in the outcome that they needed, that they wanted. They were in denial of the released data from the authorities that they said were hiding the data. And they just said, oh, this is just fake data because they don't really want you to know this result. Red flag, 100% of the cases. Do some more homework on this. A lot more homework. Red flag, if someone wants you to think that there's something wrong with mainstream thinking, and they alone have the answer. Since when did mainstream...
Cool, iPhone 17?
I switched to T-Mobile.
You get 4 iPhone 17s on them.
Wait, who's taking the picture?
At T-Mobile, get 4 iPhone 17s with their amazing cameras on us. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
Smile, it's an Elfie.
Become a bad word. When Einstein published the theories of relativity, mainstream physics was like classical physics. Quantum physics comes around, relativity comes around. It is not mainstream. It was published in peer-reviewed journals, and it transformed physics. The difference is all of classical physics is still correct in the regimes over which it was tested. And relativity and quantum physics absorbed classical physics within them. Point is, if someone gets on social media or anywhere on the internet and says, mainstream is wrong, and they're suppressing my view, which is correct, red flag, pure and simple. Red flag. Mainstream is not your enemy. Just a couple more, thanks for hanging with me here. Anytime someone indicts an entire demographic, red flag. They say, the Jews, the gays, the blacks. If you hear that out of anybody's mouth, red flag. They want to declare they know everything they need to know about you without actually having a conversation with you. That takes effort, by the way, to learn who people are, to learn the nuances that distinguish one person from another, one person's thoughts, behaviors, actions, motivations from another. One of the greatest travesties of what it is to be human is to tribalize in that way. Generally, if someone feels comfortable categorizing demographics in that way, it means they don't know many people from that demographic. That's really all that means. You've led an isolated life. For the same reason, if someone lumps an entire industry together and indicts them for any reason at all, that should be a red flag, especially huge industries where there might be some companies within there that have a moral code that distinguishes them from others. Surely you've heard people say, I hate big pharma. Like, really? You just want to put them all together as one monolith? By lumping them together, you are denying that possibility within a huge range of business practices. It doesn't mean there isn't a practice that they're all doing that you indict, but to indict all practices of all companies that are part of a sector, that should just simply be a red flag. It is way too easy to just lump everybody together and declare that you understand who and what they are. Someone posts a video, there's less of this out there, but just there's less of it. Someone says that they've discovered some process, phenomenon, material that defies the known laws of physics. Red flag. Do I need to go further on this one? One more to round out an even dozen. Somebody tells you they invented something that will render an entire industry obsolete and that you better buy it now, otherwise that industry is going to close down their channel. Red flag. Baker's dozen. If someone says they've met the aliens, red flag. Hold them to a higher standard than just their eyewitness testimony. Hold them to a higher standard than fuzzy video taken in Twilight. Hold them to a higher standard. Again, we're after objective truths here. And in that higher standard, have them bring forth the alien of which they speak. It's tough today because AI can just create that in a video. So meet me in Times Square or in Speaker's Corner or in Venice Beach with the alien at this time, and we can all look at it. That's how you establish objective truth. That's my Baker's dozen list of cautions as you proceed to establish that which is objectively true, supported by evidence, and that which is not. And this has been another, what's up with that? Trying to cope with the modern ocean of information that's out there. Until next time, keep looking up.
Is the legendary Ed Gamble. We talk off menu, touring Europe, eating duck's brains, and what it's really like balancing life between stand-up, food, and TV. So you got tattooed the other week?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, yeah. I went and got 3.
And you go to Bristol?
Yeah.
That's where I live.
Yeah, he said you were there now.
Yeah.
It's great, Bristol. I love it.
When did you start getting tattooed?
I left it quite late, so it's probably like 7 years ago, so when I was like 32.
Oh, okay, you did leave it late.
Yeah, so I waited until I could afford good ones.
Have you been hand poked before?
No, this is the first time.
Okay, this is very exciting for me then. I feel honoured. So
Acast has tattooed me, did you know that?
No.
Yeah, so we did Celebrity Hunted, where you go on the run from these hunters and you can go anywhere in the country. It's really scary. Like, you're constantly on the run, you're constantly looking over your shoulder.
Yeah, the anxiety must have been crazy.
I could never be on the run, for real. Everyone else planned quite a lot of where they were going to go, and me and James just we
Winged
planned
it.
nothing. We said our plan is no plan, because that's going to keep them on their toes.
So where do you start out?
We started in Shrewsbury Prison, and then immediately went to a Michelin star restaurant. We're eating like a 7-course tasting menu. You can hear a helicopter outside.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. Did you get to finish your 7 courses?
Oh yeah. And then we got a lift to Birmingham, stayed in the comedy club on the floor of the Birmingham Glee Club, and then we went into the studio, just showed up, and had some time to kill. So James, we'd been on the run for 7 days. So James, if you can see that's below the coffin, did a tally
oh my
chart.
God, the tally chart's
Yeah.
amazing, and that's the 7 days that you
Yeah.
So they didn't get you in the end.
No, they did, because it's 2 weeks that you've been on the run. We very much got caught halfway through, but I was knackered. I needed a proper shower.
And how did you meet James, and how did the whole podcast and Off Menu come about?
We met just doing comedy, so me, James and Nish Kumar became like sort of very fast friends. I knew Nish anyway. And in fact, James ended up moving in with us for like a month when he was looking for somewhere to live, so he lived on our sofa for a month. And that bonds you together pretty quickly. We both started getting obsessed with food at the same time, and I suggested doing a podcast, and he just texted me the entire format of Off Menu. Just went, we should do this. I went, yeah, all right.
Oh my
And then
god,
we just did it. Like, and
love
it's been
that.
pretty much the same ever since.
What's your favourite weird food that you've eaten, or weird food? That's rude. You can't really say
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
but
yeah.
you know what I'm talking about, food that you wouldn't find in a Tesco.
I ate a duck brain once.
A brain.
Yeah, it actually wasn't that. I mean, it was almost tasteless, but it just almost it was a fantastic meal. But this was not the nicest thing. But they do some things for shock value, so it's still in the head.
Oh, okay.
With the whole duck head, beak and all, and then you just eat the brain out with a spoon, like you're in Indiana Jones.
Okay. Yeah.
But because they haven't taken it out, there's almost no way of seasoning it properly. So you're literally just eating a duck's memories.
Oh no. I remember going to South Korea
And I was like,
Oh, you did the Vice thing out there, right?
Yeah.
That was great. I loved
so while
that.
I was out there, I was like, and when I was like, basically anywhere I've been in Asia, I was like, what's the kind of like craziest thing that I can find to eat? So I went to a South Korean place and they had like cow's uterus and all of this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And the uterus is
It was good stuff. Yeah.
it's quite delicious.
Yeah, absolutely love Bristol CBD. They have such a good range of stuff.
But how do you deal with the pressure? Because I have this conversation with my friend Jen. She's a stand-up comedian, and I just don't understand like how you can function on stage, let alone like actually engage with people, make them laugh, take the piss out of them, but not, you know, upset them too
Sure.
much.
Yeah. Well, I think it does get easier as you do it more. I mean, I've been doing it since 2007, really, probably. I think I very rarely feel it quite often. If I do have the pressure or the nerves, you learn how to use it. You learn how to use that energy.
Do you have like a routine before you go on stage?
No, my tour manager thinks I'm mad because basically I'll be on my back with my laptop on my stomach and then we've got clearance, we're ready to go. And I'll just shut the laptop on stage. But really, I prefer not to get hyped up. I prefer to not bring on nerves because I want to feel it.
Yeah, it's a smart way to do it.
Yeah, I want to be able to relax. I want it to be as close to me on stage as I am off stage.
I have like the worst social anxiety, so like being a stand-up comedian would never be a good fit for me. You'd have to like bathe me in CBD oil or something and then like roll me out on stage and I might be okay.
Look, I feel like that's an act that, you know, you could probably get a good audience for that if you're...
Yeah, I reckon that there's some money in that for sure.
But how do you not get nervous doing this?
I do get nervous.
Do you?
Yeah.
But to me, this is terrifying. Like if, my nerves would affect myself with like I'd be shaky-handed. But I guess if you've done it so much, then
yeah, my hands are solid. Like 15 years of muscle memory is that's good. But it's more like, for me, it's the challenge of continuously having a conversation with someone while I'm tattooing and still doing the best tattoo I can do.
Yeah.
Because usually, you know, we can chat. Maybe I have like a 10-minute quiet moment where I'm just like concentrating. You're trying to deal with the pain, you know. But it's taught me how to be more present.
That's cool.
And also be able to like still be consistent with my work.
Yeah. No, I am always impressed when artists like chat away while they're doing it.
I'm impressed when people who are getting tattoos chat away, because I'm not a chatter when
right,
I'm getting tattoos. I'm like a head like covered with a hoodie and don't talk to me. We'll see you at the end. How is doing the Traitors? Because that seems like it would be so much fun.
It's really fun. I mean, when we're recording this now, it's the final of the Celebrity one tonight.
Oh yeah, because I've been watching the Celebrity one. It's been amazing.
It's been brilliant, and the UK's gone absolutely mad for it. They're totally gripped by it. It's such a huge show, and to be able to be a small part of what happens with that and be chatting about it afterwards has been great.
And where's it filmed?
So they film it in the Highlands. It's sort of nearish Inverness, Ardross Castle it's called.
Oh, beautiful.
So actually for the Celebrity version, I was up there. I'm not normally there because they wanted to make sure they got interviews with the celebrities and they weren't busy. We normally film it in London around broadcast time. So I went up and chatted to all of them as they came out of the castle, which was great.
So usually people wouldn't find out who the Traitors are until months later when you film it in London?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, actually,
I couldn't handle that.
They do film the reveals, but then some of them don't know. They used to not film the reveals.
TikTok comedian, WhatsApp audio.
Oh my God, that's hilarious that he's calling us. Yeah, do you want to take that?
Is that a former guest?
Yeah, Aaron Kraskell. I swear I put that on airplane mode. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, what an amateur.
Yeah, I think the first series of I think they call it the civilian one, which always feels a bit. Now that there's a Celebrity version, that you have to call the other version the civilian version, which feels a bit elitist. But the proper one, the proper Traitors, they didn't know until it went out who the Traitors were, which is mad.
Crazy.
TV feels like there's big things like Traitors, every so often there's like a massive thing, but it feels like it's in a bit of trouble at the moment because of the internet, because of things like this, because of podcasts and
because of this
one. You've destroyed TV single-handedly.
You're on to me.
I'm doing Europe, actually. I start my European tour next week.
Nice. Where are you going?
Lisbon's the first day. A lot of it's just so I can go and have a little holiday with my tour manager, to be honest. We're doing like Lisbon, Copenhagen, Rotterdam, Amsterdam.
Is it more like, is it scarier performing to a crowd where English isn't their first language?
Yeah, but I mean, because I've not been there, I don't know if this is definitely the case, but I think it'll be a lot of expats. Maybe not in Holland, actually. I think in Holland I've done one concert before, and it's just because they speak exceptional English. There was a man sat in the front row, and I started talking to him, and he went, "I don't want to talk to you."
Oh.
And I said, "Well, why have you sat in the front row?" And he went, "It was the only space available." He's like, "Well, I can't really argue with that."
That's a great impression as well.
With logic there. We get told all the time about our podcast that I put it on, I go to sleep to it, and I used to take that as such an insult, but then...
Oh no, that is
it's a privilege. It's a privilege, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. You're someone's safe space.
Yeah.
So the eclipse of the
I just like to scream at the
heart.
top of my voice and wake everyone up. Wake the fuck up. The most nervous I've been for enough menu guests.
Once upon a time.
Which was but it was over Zoom.
I'm only falling apart.
He's so nice, and
Nothing you can
we had him on
see.
Zoom. It was really so good. And it's even more nerve-wracking when it's on Zoom because he just like sat in front of your laptop. He messaged me, like, I'm in London, will you come and do something? And he was doing the cover shoot for his solo album.
Yo, where you guys
He was
going?
like, "Do you want to come and be in the photo on the cover?"
Oh shit.
He was like, "I'm just getting loads of people I know in London."
Where you guys
It's a
going,
recreation of
man?
the Band on the Run cover. It's like me and Dan P. Carter and
Oh
a
my
load of other
god,
people.
that's so fucking
Yeah.
cool, Ed.
And everything I've done in my own career absolutely pales into
What you guys doing, man?
Look at this, everyone.
That's fucking
Yeah.
cool as fuck. What about System of a Down?
Love them. Cannot wait for the gigs next year.
What you guys doing? What you guys doing?
Tickets, I'm going to both nights.
Oh, are you? I can only afford one, darling. Jesus. Oh my god, I am so excited.
Yeah, I'm buzzed.
Okay, I see. You guys are going for that.
Man,
All
it
right.
was Probably 2000.
All right.
Brixton on Toxicity. So I
Might
got
be a
tickets
tough
and
one to do.
Backstage passes when I was like 15.
That
And
might
I
be a
met,
tough one.
Incredible.
Not gonna hold you for that.
I would die. I would literally die. He'd probably be one of my dream guests.
He just seems incredible and so nice as well.
Are you a Korn fan?
Yeah, big time. That was the first gig I ever went to.
Was it?
Was Korn at Wembley Arena in 2000.
I only went to Wembley once. I saw Incubus though when I was at 15.
Oh wow, I was very anti-Incubus. He just took his top off too much.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I'm
Come
sure.
on, man. You guys just left me, man.
Top off whenever he wants.
But as a fat little goth kid, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, fuck
Soft-
you,
soft
Brandon.
off,
Yeah.
I remember that Korn gig so vividly because it was just such a wild atmosphere. This bloke
Come back and pick me up
top
when
of
you
the
get a chance.
and set fire to his juice.
Oh, I love it.
That was at like 3 p.m.
That's so cool. That's a fan thing to do.
Have a look at this, Dad.
But yeah, we're all done, babe. Thank you.
That
Like
is
an
so
absolute
nice.
rock.
I absolutely love it. Perfect. Look at that. I love that little guy. Do you want to name him before I go?
Nigga, 2 played something, man.
Clarence?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Yeah. Feels like Clarence.
Hey, back something.
Well, I've got a smoking, like, skeleton cowboy.
Yeah, taking a cigar.
Yeah. This is great. I need a vaping one next.
Yeah, you need the one with the lost Mary.
Man.
Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We're doing a giveaway with prizes from our sponsors just for you guys. To be in for a chance of winning, all you have to do is like the video, drop us a comment down below, and make sure you're subscribed to the
what
channel.
up, people?
We've got some
Yeah.
great prizes, so
Oh,
make
that's
sure
you,
not to
yellow,
miss
okay.
out. This episode is sponsored by
Just leave
Killer
your
Ink,
boy.
Solo Coffee, Bristol CBD, and
Oh,
Disturbia.
shit. Nobody's on the tower. Mason back, huh?
We do give away with prizes from our sponsors just for you guys. To be in for a chance of winning, all you have to do is like the video, drop us a comment down below, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We've got some great prizes, so be sure not to miss out. This episode is sponsored by Killer Inc., Solo Coffee, Bristol CBD, and Disturbia.
I also projectile vomited on my best friend's little sister when I was coming up so hard on pills.
Chug rush.
That story is legendary to this day. Ellie, what a legend. She took that so well.
Anytime I've had to do stuff like in classrooms or that, I would always sweat.
Because kids have no filter either.
None. The idea of talking to children, well, I'm definitely going to say something I shouldn't.
Since you've had your own kid, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Is he in school yet?
He just started a few weeks ago. And I was asked if I'd be able to well, that was the first time he wrote his name. It was a drawing he came home from nursery with, therefore it relates to him. Oh, it's wicked.
The slim is
it just unreal. Which is great. As you know, like my great-grandmother, who basically brought me up until I was 13, always used to say patience is a virtue, and I never took that on board. And then he came along and I was like, I get it.
What the hell was that?
A patient before him existed. And carrying that from parenting into other aspects of my life has been incredibly beneficial. He's teaching me naturally by example, although he does like to copy what he hears, which is a different story.
Oh, but he's 4, isn't it? So he's just learning.
And he he'll go, and I'm like, music in my childhood was Jason Donovan, Kylie Minogue, and Uncle Bert Humperdinck. The first record I ever bought was Timmy Mallett's version of Eeny Weeny Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini. That she wore for the first time today. Oh yeah.
What was it like growing up in East London?
When I was born, we were 4 generations in one flat. It was my great-grand, my mum, and then my mum left and I was with my mum.
Your mum was young when she had you.
Yeah, she was 16. I didn't really take on board then how incredible that was. My great-grandmother passed when I was 13, which was like just the age when I was about to start asking questions. Because she lived through the 2 World Wars and had me.
Oh my god, she must have been such a strong woman.
Yeah, but she was soft with me. I think my nan gave me an incredibly good work ethic in that she was always working, but I think that was also quite informative as far as hard work doesn't equal security. She was left by her for 3 kids and she'd already built 3 kids.
Joe Bivens, buddy, play with us.
Took me on. I've tried to spoil her in every which way.
You know you can put solos,
The only thing she ever wanted was fridge magnet.
You have to play with a squad.
Places that I went to, and I'm like, and we spoke about it recently, but she's just like, yeah, so I can imagine I didn't. Fucked me, I like his daughter. It fucked me up so badly. She's done so much for so
Shooting man down.
I would have been care if it would have been care.
There you go, Joe.
It kills me that that's all.
I bet she's there.
You got you, Joey. You got you, Joey.
Apart from the enemy award, which
that's what happens when you play solo, Joe.
Yeah, anything I've won, anything.
This guy too, Omega, another one.
All the
Omega
conversations
Divine,
around masculinity and the differences between us and women being much better at talking about things. There was no talking about anything in my house, and it was really I was the first person in my family to start broaching those conversations because I felt a lot as a kid. Being steadfast and stand-up and stiff British upper lip is required. You've got to puff your chest up sometimes.
Absolutely.
I don't really have an aversion to the idea of manning up as long as people woman up as well. It's like
I totally agree.
Shit you've got to puff your chest up for.
Sometimes you just need to puff up your chest and get on with it. Make it till you make it, babe. You've been getting tattooed for years. What sparked your interest in tattooing? Was it a way to kind of paint your story?
So the first tattoo I got was after my dad died. I felt like I always wanted a tattoo.
What do you guys play
but then I think that was probably influenced by a lot of what I saw as far as
put in for solos, man.
Yeah.
A lot of it came from that, and Mr. Cartoon was obviously quite prevalent. I'm the thread that holds all of them together because there is no cohesion. But I kind of prefer that.
There's different kinds of people and they get tattooed for different reasons, you know. We've collected things along the way that have been like poignant in a time or place or a memory or just an experience. We've always been very vocal about toxic masculinity, suicide, mental health in general, and how hard it is for men, and I don't think it gets talked about enough.
Somebody. Like, I didn't mean to open up the floor to that conversation.
Thank you.
I did it really naively.
Oh shit, watch out, man.
Sort of happened. I wrote a song and it was about my suicide. It wasn't written to be a hit. I think people have this idea of like, let's go to the studio to make hits. I can't predict that. I did a documentary on radio around suicide with a therapist, Dr. Aaron Baddock, who's now my therapist. That was where it kind of shifted. I started having those conversations more and realised the importance of I was patron of campaigning against Miserably Calm for I think 7 or 8 years. I raised their first million with them. I was petrified. You know, just that idea of what I did, the thing about seeing me on my face, because
that's another.
And then I was like, that's the problem.
Well, that's the extension of the toxic masculinity, isn't it? It's like wanting to do something that you know will benefit you, but then being held back by like fear and ego that comes from this place. It's like a man-made conflict. Wow. Trying to work out, you know?
Oh man.
I didn't find out that I was autistic or ADHD until I was 40 and 41. I don't hand every part of my being over to either of those things, but it was really helpful going back through my life in quite difficult detail to understand things, and it was really obvious.
But did you find that the diagnosis helped you understand yourself a bit better?
It helped me take more responsibility for things that felt out of control. Like, some things for me don't feel hard, they feel impossible. I fucking hate opening letters, and people just say, oh, silly cunt, I need a 3 plate. There's a thing called object permanence, where if I just put something in a drawer, it doesn't exist.
I can relate to that, especially with the letters.
Yes, and I've got a lot of drawers.
I get a 3 plate now.
Roast dinner is probably my favourite thing to eat.
Yeah, you're a big foodie, right? So Death Row, last meal, what are you having?
It's a bad station.
Roast.
Yeah, let's go.
I could talk about food.
Right, if something like a shit potato.
Go to bad station.
Like a shit chip can. I always struggle with shit chips. You know when you go and get turkey for something, you don't go to Disney and you get those flat chips.
Oh, the flat chips are the worst. You get them in school.
There's something about flat chips, you just know they're not going to be cooked.
I know, it's really spicy bit.
I'm just like trying to talk through absolute agony. This is fun. It's starting to get a bit more fun nowish. By fun, I mean painful.
Just a little confession. I used to love jump off back in the day. I religiously used to watch your jump off battles. The idea of like freestyling in front of a crowd is terrifying.
It's, when I look back on it, one of the most stressful situations you could put yourself in. And I don't think before that anyone would have necessarily said I'd be the person to put myself in that situation. It was a really quick transition into it. Like, I started freestyling at my mate's house when I was 18 because someone cussed me, made it rhyme. And so I rapped a lyric, having never rapped in my life, but I loved music. And everyone was like, what, you can rap, yeah? And I was bright red in the face, wanted to hide under the table, we all stoned, which didn't help, or maybe it did. And then I just started like messing around, like freestyling in my own time, freestyling on the block, and started making music. I'd already been making music for years. And I won my first battle, went back the next week and lost, but then got poached by the jump off.
You had like one of the longest winning streaks.
I was the only one to ever win 7 weeks in a row, and I did it twice.
Do you have like a ritual? Is there a way? Is there?
I just talk about anything apart from what was going to happen. I didn't want anything in my head, and then I would look at something. Most of the time, I wouldn't know who I was going to be battling anyway because of how it worked. I would just see things that I wanted to reference and kind of hold them and just reach for them as and when. It sounds a bit weird, but you can see my hand immediately starts to move, and it's just how my brain works. I think I was starting to hurt a little bit. I'm just thinking. What I'm talking about. I'm just thinking before I speak.
Yeah, it's funny how a bit of pain can go down.
Yeah, good.
You need a minute as well.
Nah, don't be silly. What do you think? Toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
It's funny when people talk about, you know, ADHD, autism being reason
let's go.
Like, I'm definitely not broken in that sense. Like, I feel so much.
Sometimes I just feel overwhelmed and genuine just by being.
But then it stops you from being able to just be. Because it's so still.
You're so sensitive. You're so feeling everything. And it's not just like, I'm not just feeling sadness of me because of everything I've gone through. It's also because I just feel, you know, like sometimes I see an old lady looking lonely in the bus and I want to break down, you know. You are coming out with new music.
Come on, let's go.
Like,
yeah.
Are you enjoying it
I'll get that
more
vehicle.
now?
being in the studio and
The vehicle.
hearing Z Dot and Crunchy play what a beat for the song that
I'm getting shot at.
Welcome to the Party, being like, I want to attack this. I don't want to talk about the stuff I've spoken about. I don't want to delve into the pot of my past to talk about shotting but I want to talk about life now with that same snarl. I don't wear Crocs, but I wear Birkenstocks, and then just go off on this like the trappings of middle class tangent, the trappings of parenthood, but sounding like I'm trapping. It gave me the same sort of release and the same sort of feeling, and it's wicked. Seeing the response to people hearing it and everyone being like really identifying with how real.
We live to tell the story another day.
Yeah. Which people will absolutely love, as well as it being mature.
And it connected. People going, I guess on so many levels. I guess when I've made stuff that's connected, that's always been what the connection has been via. It's been by way of being like brutally honest. I do wear Crocs now though. When I recorded it, it was true at the time that I had never worn a pair of Crocs.
But you can eat Crocs if you're alive. There's no food. Apparently, you can eat Crocs. They're like made. I swear that's a thing. I don't know if that's me just making it up. Fact check that right now. But I swear that you can eat them.
It's getting hard to string sentences together. If there's any of this that people are watching that doesn't quite make sense, it is because I'm jabbed in the ribs. I've got a song with a guy called Ren, who is wicked and talks about a lot of the same stuff that I do as far as mental health and health in general.
You did like an acoustic performance in he was wearing like a straight jacket in yeah. So you're releasing a song with him?
Yeah, that's in the bank. That's in the vault to come out soon. I sampled Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a fucking blast.
I saw him in New York in I think it was 2016, and I was just blown away. Like, I was in New York, but I couldn't tell anyone because I'd have been called a clown job. That would have just made life very difficult. So I had to be a little protective. Like, I used to love Blink-182, Green Day, Nirvana, because I used to skate as well, like rollerblade.
Good James, GG's. Thank you for the rest.
Broken legs here and there.
Thank you for the
I was
rest.
holding my mate's hand off for his ankle at St. Paul's, paternoster in his ankles.
Good shit.
Yeah, to come in and get like a tongue split and like some body manipulation again, like you consensually wanted your ear cut off. I could be there like absolutely fine, helping passing the stitches, holding the tongue while you slice it in half. I have no problem with that. If you were to fall over and break your arm, I'd be like, oh guys, can somebody help Stephen?
I thought you were going to say, guys, can somebody help me? Fuck the broken arm, I feel faint. It's mental what you can fucking pay for a packet of crisps now. I was not kidding in the new single when I said I can spend a pretty penny in a deli, but I mean anyone can because everything's so fucking expensive.
It is so expensive, isn't it?
Well, we're all being mugged off. They're mugging us off.
We're all being mugged off, yeah. You only just work that out.
They're mugging us off.
Right, we are